am here for this week's 7 on Sunday video. So this is the second week that this video prompting group has been happening, and because it is still so new, I will quickly explain again what this video prompting is. But basically this is a video prompting idea for the booktube community to do, which has been run by Grace over at G-swizzel, so I will link her channel down below, the announcement video and the Goodreads page for the 7 on Sunday. What you need to do is film a video every Sunday, and there is a prompt for every video. You have to list your favorite or your least favorite of the given prompt for that week, and it's really good to join the Goodreads group though, because Grace will give you the video prompts for the next month so that you have time to prepare and choose which ones you want to do, or do all of them or do none of them. It's really up to you. But this week's theme is authors you want to quarantine with. So last week we did book characters, but this week we get to choose 7 authors that we'd like to have in our house to quarantine, and I'm really excited about this theme. I think it's a really cool idea to be with authors as well, because you can just fangirl about the people that you love. But I'm so excited to get in this video, and it's honestly been so much fun, and we've only had 2 weeks and it's been amazing. So let's get into it. Obviously the first author I want to be with is Sarah J Maas. Like, there is no question that I need her. So if you don't know, Sarah J Maas is the author of A Court of Thorns and Roses and Throne of Glass and newly released Crescent City. So she has quite a lot of works out there, and I honestly want to meet her because I have been in a room with her, which I just think is like one of the highlights of my life, because I got to see her talk about Kingdom of Ash, and I sadly didn't win an opportunity to take a photo with her. So the first thing I do is get a selfie, and probably every day I would be taking selfies. But honestly, I love her so much, and I would love to see her writing process and the way that she writes it, because she seems like she's a very animated person as she writes, and I just would like to like witness that and also just hear about ideas from her. And because we're in quarantine, I couldn't talk about it, you know, but I honestly just feel like she would be like the best person to be around. So the next author I'm going to add to my group is Cassandra Clare. So she has written The Mortal Instruments, The Infernal Devices, I'm Losing Them, The Dark Artifices, and many, many more. The main reason I want Cassandra Clare is I need to see her mood board or her diaries or her journals that connect all this shit together, because she has been writing in the one series for like over 10 years. She's written a few other projects here and there. Honestly, the amount of effort you have to put into to have all these correlating series and not stuff anything up, I need to know how she does it, because it's been a question that I've had for so long, that everything connects so beautifully, and it's just like, how? Like, just how can you understand what is going on? Like, I feel like it would be too much effort to remember all these key details and all the information, and even though we've had stuff like the Shadowhunter's Guide and character guides, I'm still like, what the hell? Like, I need to know her process too, because she writes so many books and I don't even know how she does it. The next author I would really love to quarantine with is Marissa Meyer. So she has written the Lunar Chronicles and the Renegades trilogy. I love her fairy tale retellings and the way that she writes sci-fis, and again, she's another one that I would just like to see her writing process of how she figures this shit out, because the Lunar Chronicles is amazing, and like there is so much going on in this one, and she is definitely a person that just seems really, really cool, and I would just love to meet her, and I feel like she would just be a great person to talk to. Like, honestly, she would be entertaining and fun, and I just really want her in my quarantine group because she's so cool. The next author I'd really like to quarantine with is Taylor Jenkins Reid, because she's becoming one of my favorite adult contemporary authors. So she has written a lot of books, but I will just talk about the ones that I've actually read. So I've read Forever Interrupted, Maybe in Another Life, One True Loves, and The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So she is an amazing author, and her story ideas are so devastatingly good. So much of it is fueled by heartbreak, but then you see the silver linings, and just the way that she writes it is so crazy that I want to meet her and again know her process. Like, the main reason to quarantine with these authors is to see how they write their stories, but also know more information. I would love to know some of the process of writing The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and how she figured this out and how she worked with the timeline, and like Maybe in Another Life, how she was able to keep the timeline separate but overlapped, and just like there are so many things I would want to ask her, and just how she thinks of these ideas and what ideas she has coming next. Like, I need to know it all. So the next author that I really need to be in quarantine with is Trisha Levenseller, because I love her. So she has written books like Daughter of the Pirate King and The Shadows Between Us. I love her stories and the way her characters interact, so I would love to meet the person behind behind these characters. And just saying, I want to quarantine in her house because if you don't follow her on Instagram, her husband has recently built her custom shelves and like they are on every single wall and she's just painted them and it's so awesome and she has so many books to put in there and it is amazing. And honestly, before I made the list, I just wanted her because I love her writing, but now I want to be quarantined in her house because that seems like the place I want to be and she will have lots of books for me to read. But again, I want to know the process because I want to know the process of all the authors, but I definitely think the connections between the characters is the thing I would want to ask about most because she writes such compelling relationships and I want to know how she does it. The next author I want to quarantine with is Rainbow Rowell because she has honestly written some of the like the best books ever and I just really need to meet her. So I've got Attachments, Fangirl, Carry On, like she has a wide variety of stories here as well. And again, the process, I want to know the process of how she does it because she writes YA, then she does adult, then she does YA paranormal fantasy, like she's got it all. And I need to know how she maintains it and is she going to be running out of the book soon that isn't a part of Carry On, because I would like to know. Like I did enjoy Carry On and Wayward Son, but I want another contemporary and probably preferably an adult contemporary because I'm just hankering for another one of her stories because they're again so good. And the last author I want to be quarantined with is Claudia Gray. So she has written works like Evernight, 1,000 Pieces of You, and Spellcaster. So she's definitely an author that I read when I was a lot younger and she just feels like a childhood author to me and I just appreciate her stories so much. And one thing I need to ask her is how did she get so lucky to have this beautiful cover? Like, I don't know. It is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen and like the Russiascape on the other side, that is one thing. I feel like the main thing I'd want to do is thank her for writing so many great stories that I just really enjoyed when I was a bit younger. And I say that like probably 18, so it's not like 4 years ago, but still, I feel like her reading like kind of changed me a little bit and I tried to grab as many of her books as I could and she's just really one author that I will always think about because I really appreciated her stories. And again, I would like to know how she writes it and about her characters and the work that goes on behind her series. Like it would be very interesting to learn and I just need to know this for all of them because again, we're quarantining with authors who write amazing stories. Like how awesome would it be to have the advice of 7 authors and then you would be able to write one hell of a book while you're in quarantine. So guys, that's it for the video today and talking about all my favorite authors. And like please comment and let me know who were your favorite authors and if any of mine were the same as yours. And also if you have a 7 on Sunday video, please link it down below and I will totally watch it because the first week I was going along and watching everyone's videos and it was so nice to see the different ways people answered about book characters in quarantine. So seeing how people talk about authors will be very good as well. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!